What's going on, everybody? So, I had a whole issue or whatever from people that are closest to me that I have dealt with for all of my life. And my issue is, why is it that it's a problem to pay me for my services? Whenever I've done the job, ever since I was a little girl, I have years of experience, and my gift should make room for me. So, me being a female should not matter about whether I get paid to play or sing. It should not matter. Because I took out the time to learn how to do this stuff and to teach you, I should be compensated. I understand favors for favors, of course, but that time is up. So I just want to have a short little story time or whatever. And I feel like, some of you musicians, you can attest to this. And some of you females can attest to this. Why is it that a man can get higher pay than a woman when they done the same job? Or if the woman does a better job than the man? I don't see the problem. I mean, if you're going to do your job, you do your job. You get paid to do your job. If you are expected to clock in at 10 o'clock, then, clock in. Whenever it's time for me to get out, hand me my money. That's how it is with everybody. So I'm not going to call no names or nothing like that because, I don't want it to go too far. Because, we can go there, but I'm not trying to go there. But I just feel that it's wrong to expect someone to do a service for you for nothing. Okay? Whenever you are a musician for hire. And that goes for singers, drummers, keyboardists, guitar players, bass guitar players, organ players. Well, we know organ players gonna get paid. But whatever we have to do, we should be paid for it. Whenever preachers go and travel, they get an honorarium. It's a set price. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes they get that set price and they get a love offering. So the situation is, why can't we get what we're worth? Last time I checked, and I quote one of the pastors that I used to play for, he said that the musicians and minister of music, choir, praise team, music department, period, tills the ground. The preacher, pastor, plants the seed, and God brings forth the harvest. And he also said, it's a shame when a person cannot praise, when the frog cannot praise his own pond. Yeah, that part right there. And then he also said that no matter what you do, as long as you keep God first, your gift is going to make room for you. No matter what you do, as long as you keep God first. So I want to know, what is the problem? Why cannot, people pay us for what we're worth? Like right now, going through a pandemic. And it's funny because now, the churches are starting to open back up or whatever. But when church was completely shut down, there's a lot of musicians who didn't have nothing else. Music is how they paid their bills. Music is the only way that I've ever paid my bills. But I didn't complain, thankfully, because I had, you know, somebody to hold me down. But everybody don't got that. Everybody didn't have that. Then, you know, the unemployment and all that stuff, fine, well and good. I didn't even do that because I was only unemployed for a month. But I never went hungry because I had somebody to hold me down. So I just want to know, like, why can't we just get what we're worth? We give you everything that we're supposed to be giving you. Every time we play, every time we sing, every time we set up our equipment. Matter of fact, when we bring our own equipment, and then y'all let other people play on our stuff and tear our stuff up and don't want to replace it. I'm sorry for this long rant, but I gotta go back to what sparked this. So I was being told that I needed to come and play and sing for nothing. I did that for years as a child. I'm 32 years old now. That's not gonna happen. I will sit home and make a little bit of money before I travel, I don't know how many miles, to receive nothing. I know everybody, there's a lot of people that say that, you know, we're supposed to play and sing for free and, you know, do everything that we're supposed to do unto the glory of the Lord. And we do. We really do. I know I do. Every time I open my mouth, I do. Every time I sit down behind a keyboard or a set of drums, I do. I'm not that great at guitar or bass yet, but when I do, I give it my best. So, yeah, I give my best. But you could turn around and pay a man before you pay me. Or you have a program or something like that, and I'm the last one that you call just because I charge. That's fine. I sit home. I've done a lot for a lot of groups, a lot of choirs, a lot of events, and I was never paid what I'm worth. But that's because I didn't show what I was worth, as in having a whole business plan and having it all mapped out. You know, if I'm going to this city, I need to have this, and that's fine, because now, yeah, I got it now. Oh yeah. So do not be upset with me if I tell you that I cannot come because you want me to come for free, or we'll just give you what we can, but you'll turn around and give a man a lot more, or pay me nothing and pay somebody $600. Pay a man $600. Let's be specific. So me being put in a category with two other women because they wanted to be paid for singing or playing or whatever, you can't put me in that category because I started years ago. They just started. So I made a post a while back, probably a couple weeks ago, saying, you know, I was just told that I'm in the same category as two other women. Should I stay or should I leave? And I was not specific enough because I was not talking about a man. I was talking about church. I can truly say that. I'm not going to say which church it was, but you know. And it's not even just church. Some people treat you that way, especially when you are a black woman. When you're a woman, period. So I understand that, we have to work harder, and, you know, we will be the last ones to call, but we will get the job done. I can say that, because why would you call me last? Everybody else flaked on you, but you already know Deandra will get it done. I'm actually ashamed to say that Deandra would do a lot of stuff for everybody except for herself, and for the main one that supports me and supported me all of this time, because I didn't have enough energy to pour back into myself, into the one that was supporting me all of this time. It took me to be away from home to open my eyes. Let's just say my eyes are open. I was so frustrated that day with the whole conversation where, you're going to tell me that I should come and do something for free. God's not going to bless that mess that you're in. Did he wake me up this morning? Yeah. Did he give me activities of my limbs? Yes. I still got my ha 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 ha. Yes. So you can't tell me that God's not going to bless me. You can't say that. I don't want to say that you're judging, but that opinion, it no longer matters. And I forgive you for it. And I have to forgive myself for getting that angry, because I put it out there in the wrong way. I didn't cuss or nothing, but it was just the fact that I gave you power over me to even put it out there. Well, this is the last time that I'm going to address this. Other than that, I'm moving on. Silent. Don't say nothing to me. I won't say nothing to you. But God bless you. Just because you feel the way that you felt. So, at the end of the day, I want to encourage every woman that has a dream. You got to go for it. Don't allow nobody, even your family, stop you from doing what you want to do. 32 years old and don't got nothing for myself, because I've given it all to everybody. It's crazy, but it's okay, because I'm coming out of that slave mentality. That's a slave mentality when you don't know that you are a slave. I'm out. So again, before I close this, I forgive you for making me feel the way that I felt. I forgive myself for putting it out. I should have just told you how I felt. And we never would have to go through this. But right now, we're not talking, so yeah. And once this person see it, they'll know who I'm talking about. It's really not just one person, but the conversation was one person. But we can move on from that. For my fellow musicians, get a job, a salary. That's all I can tell you. Music is always going to be in you. Music is always going to be your life. It's going to be your livelihood. But let that be your hustle.